forever. Together.
is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Devon! And his partner, from Knoxville, Tennessee, the Demon, Emily! And from Recluse, Wyoming, weighing in at 230 pounds, Dexter Loomis! Representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford!
Ready for something big on the live event circuit? Check this out. How about it?
I don't want to face them. What else you got? Can you find me something a little more competitive? Not at my level. Next. Nah, this match isn't worth my time. Got another option? I'm not interested in that matchup.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Devon! Knoxville, Tennessee, the Demon, Emily. Representing the Final Testament from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, Karrion Kross. Weighing in at 320 pounds, Olaf Ostrowski.
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
Why do you think I'm here? Word on the street is Raw and SmackDown need all the help they can get.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it. Felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's embarrassing how easily people fall for Mutiny's spectacle of brutality and rebellion. They're so easily seduced. But we can exploit that weakness too. Turn their own game against them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Devon!
Guys, what's up with the NWO shirt?
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance. I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches.
One right hand, another, and another.
Provide an escape plan.
Locks up. Turning it into the waistlock.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. Oh, it turns it around and has the pin. He's got something else in mind, I guess.
Side headlock applied. Spinning around.
Into a spinning drop toe hold. Nice.
Locking up.
Passes through and wrist lock applied.
And found a way to turn the tables, holding on to a wrist lock. Shot right to the gut. Boom!
Oh, what a right! Man, that's some attitude behind it. STO takedown. Strong suplex. And Gable's lesson plan just got thrown off. Boom! Drop right across the neck. No mercy being shown to Gable here. Gable has to get from the top. Five-star frog splash! A perfect knee lift. Return fire from Gable.
Gable's pushing back now.
Could be the table turner Chad desperately needed.
Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
Countering that offense.
Oh, not everyone can do that.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Lifted and completely elbows here.
This might be the end here.
Only a one count before the kick out.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
Takedown. Whatever the crossface, it's cinched in. This could be over.
This is great.
We're going to free the arm and does just that.
Gets lifted into position.
Holy, that was an awful landing.
And it has got to be demoralizing just being tossed outside the ring like that.
Oh, they can worry about their feelings later. Right now, they're making sure every bone's still in place.
Devastating elbow.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Ooh.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh. Ooh. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one.
No more holding back. Going all out now.
That will leave you stunned.
Oh, what a headbutt. Catches the leg. I tracked the leg into a belly to belly.
That was impressive.
Looks like Gable is feeling the physicality of this contest.
Don't count Gable out. Yet scratch and claw.
But I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though. Oh, this could be something. Uranagi.
Man, oh man.
Gable is completely out of it.
What a kick out at two.
Still not over. Gable is still in this. How the heck did he kick out?
Lesson number 1 from the Alpha Academy is tenacity.
was the home run shot that got robbed at the fence.
Oh, is that a spear?
Interceptor, Corey.
Super kick!
Terrible position for Gable.
Flying. Five-star frog splash! And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Gable's confidence?
How is he still in this match?
By the skin of his teeth.
Oh, man.
Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
To the sky. Big splash.
Can Chad get out of this? No, stops the count at 2.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Here we go, cleaning up the announce table.
We know what's coming next.
This match is getting more chaotic by the second.
Boom! Rolling cutter. This one could be over.
Action now spilling to the ringside area in front of us here. The full Nelson slam. Can Gable withstand much more of this?
Gable has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
Looking for a unique move here. Wow, on their shoulders.
Oh, into an AA.
He's able to counter that.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Chad needed.
He endured the charge and now looks to lead his own reign.
Oh, this is just flat-out punishment.
He puts him on the table. We know this will not end well. Dangerous situation for both superstars. Straight up and down.
This is not something that is supposed to happen. Announce table should be a safe zone.
Not something you ever want to experience, but it's seemingly unavoidable in this line of work.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. And he tosses him back in now.
Uh-oh. I wouldn't be getting up if I were him.
Oh, is that a spear?
Interceptor, Corey.
Here we go again. Spiked with a Uranagi.
Gable is completely out of it. Watching.
Five-star frog splash!
Beautiful. Right into the cover.
2 count. Got the shoulder up at the last possible moment.
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal.
And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Gable's confidence?
Oh, is that a spear?
Interceptor, Corey. Sent to the corner.
Waistlock applied in the corner. Check out this power.
Overhead, belly to belly.
And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow taking more of his breath away.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. He's completely on defense now.
Yeah, and this might cause him to lose his composure. Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
And he re-enters into the ring.
DDT delivered.
Saw it coming and fired back hard. Whip across the ring. Slides underneath the rope. Back into the ring. Referee becoming collateral damage. And Gable had it scouted.
And it looks like, yeah, he's donning the crimson mask after that move. That can do Gable in.
And our official is unable to get there and count this pin.
Oh my God, did you see that? Kick out at 1.
That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
And it's going to take composure now for the win. That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match, well worth it.
Here is your winner,
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders, anyone who thinks they could trust Bayley and KO to protect them. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and we need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That's a powerful call to arms, but is it appropriate for a relative newcomer to already be asking for a major shift?
Kathy, because I have fresh eyes, I could see what's broke. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better. I know you haven't been here that long, but in general, I prefer to only have one rebellion to deal with.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to...
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I
would have had I known you'd get this upset. Trust me, Pierce. I'm Team WWE. I'm going to shake...
Okay. I'll give you some rope.
I always am.
here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Dan.
This is one intimidating superstar.
I agree with you, Saxton. I pity those who pick a fight with Braun Breaker.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Breaker has had a meteoric rise in this in-ring career.
This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too.
Just never had a chance to block any of those. Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest. Oh, kick right to the spine.
Taking out the arm, great strategy.
Braun setting himself up top.
He is locked in and it has his opponent dead to rights.
Sorry.
Diving shoulder tackle. This is an unwieldy attack from Braun.
And I bet Braun is looking to inflict more damage too.
Well-delivered suplex. Peeling their opponent off of the ground, hooking the leg.
Fisherman's Buster.
German suplex. Ooh.
Cuts the attack off. Bang. He finds a counter. Look at this. All the way down to the floor.
Paying the price of treating your own body like a human crash test dummy.
Finds a counter for Breaker.
Hooked up. Boom.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
Sky high. What? That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Power bomb into the barricade. And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized.
Oh, no.
He is donning the Crimson Mask.
What a callous attack. Solid punch. What a Frankensteiner.
This could do it.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Getting the shoulder up before 2 tells me the end is not near. When you have the skill, you flaunt it, and you make it hurt, too. Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
And he moves in for the cover.
And a kick out.
It'll take more than that to hold him down. Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
The counter with a knuckle sandwich. Oh, was that a spear?
Interceptor, Corey.
Oh. And he's looking out of sorts now.
I don't think either one has the edge at this point, though.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Picture perfect example for when you just want to put someone down. Flying.
Oh, what a splash!
Right into the pin.
2. Not kicks out at 2.5.
If the ref was only in better position, that would have been 3.
Ron Breakker daring his opponent to try the odds.
And he heads back into the ring.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver. Oh, goodness, absolute dominance. Interceptor.
Pulling him in for the...
Ref didn't expect that type of contact. Boom! And you can see from the blood that real damage has been done. Bright red evidence. He got caught badly by that blow.
Oh, referee in the way.
Oh no, the referee catches a misfire. Oh man!
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
Oh, just using the steel chair to weaken their opponent.
And that was certainly a targeted attack to the core.
Powerbomb position.
Going down, punches and counters out.
Closed fist connects. Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Oh!
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Oh! They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Ooh! Who will break first? That is the question.
The European uppercut.
Oh, this could be bad. This could be really bad.
Oh, no, the uppercut into the pin.
Is that enough?
Fights out at 2.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Breaker's pulled in.
And there's the Uranagi.
Landed. Braun's chances are fading.
Oh, shoulder up before 3.
Breakker defiantly getting his shoulder up in time.
Everything possible was done to win there.
Take off!
Star frog splash! Transitions into the pen. Is this it? And a kick out at 2.
How in the world?
Once more, setting it up. Spiked with a Uranagi.
Breakker's got a problem here.
Blast off. Frog splash.
Precision offense into the pin. This could be it.
It's over. Brutality finally comes to an end. Here is your winner, After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here. And they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and the rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right, look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it extra well done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack! That felt amazing.
It's not.
Good idea.
No.
Okay,
It's not.
okay.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. This is on me. I didn't expect it to work this fast. Impressive.
You need to end.
How about I end it next week?
Fine. But only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback.
It'll be a night.
Just make sure when it's...
And here's the NWO contingent hoping for a too sweet victory.
The following is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, Devon, R-Truth, Maxine Dupree, and Axiom.
The NWO is headed toward the ring, and you can feel the intensity. They're clearly here to make a statement.
Right, Saxton. They're here to show that the New World Order isn't just a blast from the past. It's a powerhouse shaping the future.
Four factions, one ring, high stakes. This fatal four-way is about to go off. Simply one of the best to ever do it.
And his opponents, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
One of the most decorated superstars on the roster today.
The Viper is showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, one reason for that, Corey, is that Randy Orton continues to evolve in the ring.
And that evolution, just one of many reasons. Orton has laid hands on practically every title in WWE.
And he continues to keep his eyes locked on more.
There is no question, Randy Orton is one of the most vicious competitors we've ever seen. I agree, Saxton, and his venom is as potent as ever. Orton knows how to debilitate any opponent.
Once the fangs come out, Orton aims for the kill. The ring general begins his march, and the pain and suffering is about to start.
A man who takes great pride in crushing the hopes and dreams of his opponents.
Representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
So meticulous, every motion of Gunther is planned to beat the will out of you.
And for a man Gunther's size, he has incredible body control and timing of his attacks. Let's just be honest, bad things happen to people who face the ring general.
Yeah, many folks to face off against Gunther are just not the same again.
Everything about this man is terrifying.
Here comes Finn Balor.
One of the most talented competitors around with a darker edge than ever.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
A true backstabber. We've seen that Finn always betrays allies whenever it suits him.
Well, Finn believes he simply cut the fat out of Judgment Day. He has a purpose to what he does.
Balor is ruthless either way. Does whatever it takes to advance Judgment Day's goals, to further his own ends.
Balor is lethal, Balor is cunning, and you have to respect it. It is time to bow to the Prince or face his judgment.
Each of these four has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's Gold return set this whole... Going for it! Trying to step through! Roll on their belly!
Boston Crab, the pressure's on. Solid grip on this hold, not letting go anytime soon.
And he stops the hold just in time.
And into the corner he goes.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Finds a way to get out of it. That indecisiveness proved to be costly.
Into the cover.
And Balor breaking up the pin count there. An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth. And now unloading rights on his opponent. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
He's getting back up, but I don't think he's going to like what he finds.
These two showing how well they know each other. hits its mark.
And he turned it around. Randy Orton, backbreaker. Oh, already he's taken on some damage.
A ferocious Randy coming out here.
Attacks are starting to impact him.
Take off. Everything he can do to create space here.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Gunther catches him by surprise.
Oh, with an uppercut.
Oh, clothesline. Up the rope he goes.
From the top, double axe handle connects. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Good grief. That's a chop that'll wake you up. Both arms hooked for Nelson into the slam. A knee lift of perfection.
Getting worked on right now.
Orton needs to return to his instincts. Face first into the chair. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. Taking out the ladder.
Doing more than that, Cole. Making some kind of bridge. I've never seen this end well.
As her opponent down and
into the ring again now.
You can see the intent behind that attack. Exploiting the arm must be the strategy here. Inverted face lock.
Driven down with an elbow to the heart.
Straight into the pin. Two. And he kicks out at two.
He thought he had it.
There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
No. Powerbomb out of the apron. That move appears to have rocked Finn Balor.
This is a classic Extreme Rules game plan. Trying to deal as much damage as possible.
the submission hold.
Crashing right into that ladder. What a sickening impact.
Might be going high risk here. To the top. Finn Balor to the top rope. You gotta be a certain kind of man. Balor on top. And now we see Balor.
Balor's in deep peril here. Going for the win. Not letting up.
And they're still in this.
It not only takes strength to kick out there, it takes willpower. And Balor is showing that in spades.
Orton is going to have to keep his composure moving forward. He thought he'd put him down with that one, and now he's got to think of another way. Oh, right into a counter. Hooked up, and
DDT. This could be it.
hold on. Trying to steal one here.
He's able to end the pin count there.
Deconstructing the knee there.
Got the full Nelson. Bam. The roundhouse connects. And, I think Gunther might have gotten cut there. To the back of the neck. Interceptor. Oh, able to turn it into a suplex. With a burning lariat.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Set. Up in the corner of the ring. Gunther wants to finish this. Powerbomb.
Gunther might just have it.
There's two. He manages to kick out. What strength.
A truly extraordinary kick out by Finn Balor.
The ring general showing off his power.
Driven down with the powerbomb.
Big opening for Gunther to take this.
Slam by the Viper.
And Orton gets countered there.
So evasive. Balor in full control of his opponent. Setting up.
Sent right into the corner. Pin attempt broken up. And meanwhile, Finn Balor
Full control here.
16. Did Balor secure a win? And going to wrestle the pin just in time.
Big boot. Dropping the knee for more punishment.
Oh my gosh, what impact. Oh, walloped by a huge club.
And Balor showing he still has fight left in him.
In the back of Balor's mind, he has to be thinking about ending this.
Working on the arm.
Taking a
direction with this offense.
Balor with the pin. This might be over. Stopping the pin. Ooh, merciless looking blow. Oh, he cuts it off. Oh, God. He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. German suplex. And Gunther got turned around there.
Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver. Nice drop kick, so precise.
Finn turns it around.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE... KO!
Can Gunther recover from that?
And he retaliates. Neckbreaker. Ouch. Loving blow.
Power slam incoming, no.
Instead delivers the inverted DDT. Now the foresight to get out of that one.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Oh, and Balor goes for a quick ride.
This capacity crowd is sending him love, and he's sending it right back. He's able to slip away from that.
And he was ready for it.
Delivered into the barricade.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles.
Oh, just driving those steel stairs right into their opponent. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Ooh, knee drop connects.
Gunther finding an opening. Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Look out! Good Lord! Taking flight. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Oh, was that a spear?
Hoping that was enough, was it? And it picks up a monumental victory.
Here is your winner,
And there it is. The NWO proves once again why they're back and more formidable than ever, clinching a critical victory tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. This victory isn't just significant. It's too sweet.
Tonight was a revelation. But let me be clear, it was not a revolution. The so-called NWO revival? Well, the truth is that it was nothing more than a hoax. I stand with Team Raw and SmackDown. Always have, always will. I apologize for the confusion. It was never my intention to let Raw and SmackDown superstars get caught up in this. I hope that you all can someday understand that I was fighting a much greater enemy. To everyone who thought they were part of something new, understand this. It was all a strategic ploy. The point? To reveal the weak spots in Mutiny's armor, to sort out the tough from the talkers. And guess what? It worked. They broke ranks as soon as they saw a shiny new toy. But now, my WWE friends, it's time to band together. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever's left of it. We all stand against mutiny. We're not just prepared, we are united, and together we're unstoppable. Mutiny! You're in our sights, and we're coming for you. And R-Truth, my loyal soldier, listen up. The NWO adventure? It was a blast, but that chapter's over. We need to lace up for the real fight, the one right ahead of us.
I have to hand it to you. Reviving the NWO to draw out the weak links from Mutiny was genius. You really turned the tables on them.
And maybe found myself a disciple in R-Truth.
He was a wild card, but he helped make it believable. I don't think you would have managed to pry so many members of Mutiny loose otherwise. Their ranks are pretty solid.
Not as solid as they thought. We exposed some serious cracks.
That's true. And I gotta say, the way you played both sides was impressive. Could be a trick we keep up our sleeves.
Absolutely. With the chaos we've created, they won't know who to trust.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they grew up together. I grew up with a lot of weirdos. Doesn't mean they'd make a good tag team partner.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
And here they are, the Unity Champions, joined by their mentor, CM Punk.
I don't think calling CM Punk a mentor goes far enough. He's really been a guide, a guru, and a friend to these two.
Well, you're not wrong, Saxton. I was skeptical of how valuable the influence of a guy like Punk could be, but you can't argue with the results.
These two have put Mutiny on pause, and Becky and Seth are on high alert. And here are the challengers, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins.
A mixed-gender tag title and a husband and wife tag team? It's easy to feel like these Unity titles were made for Seth and Becky.
Unfortunately.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team Titles. This Unity title match is the reason that